Governments make policies that affect everyone. These policies touch everything from how much we pay for bread to how easy it is to start a business. But, governments don't make these decisions in a vacuum. They rely on advice and information from many sources, and one of the most influential groups are bankers. Why are bankers so important? Because they have a deep understanding of how money moves through the economy. They see the effects of government policies firsthand, both good and bad. This gives them valuable insights that can help shape better policies. But this relationship between bankers and governments isn't always simple. Sometimes the interests of the financial sector and the needs of the wider economy don't perfectly align. This can lead to tension and debate about the best way forward. How exactly do bankers influence government decisions? There are several ways. One is through lobbying. Banks and financial institutions employ teams of lobbyists who meet with government officials and advocate for policies that benefit their industry. Another way is through providing expertise. Governments often rely on bankers to provide technical advice on complex financial matters, such as designing regulations or managing government debt. This gives bankers a significant say in how these policies are shaped. Bankers also influence government decisions through their lending practices. Banks can choose to lend more or less money to certain sectors of the economy, influencing which businesses thrive and which struggle. This can have a ripple effect on government policy, as policymakers try to support industries facing difficulties. History is full of examples of how bankers have influenced government decisions and impacted the economy. One example is the deregulation of the financial industry in the 1980s and 90s. This deregulation, supported by many bankers, led to a period of rapid growth and innovation in the financial sector. However, this deregulation also contributed to the 2008 financial crisis. The crisis showed that without proper safeguards, the pursuit of profit in the financial sector can have devastating consequences for the wider economy. Another example is the role of central banks, like the Federal Reserve in the United States. These banks, often led by former commercial bankers, set interest rates and control the money supply, having a huge impact on inflation, employment, and economic growth. Section 4, a balancing act, the two sides of banker influence. The influence of bankers on government decisions is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, bankers' expertise can be invaluable in crafting sound economic policy. Their insights can help governments avoid pitfalls and make decisions that promote growth and stability. On the other hand, too much influence from the financial sector can lead to policies that benefit the few at the expense of the many. This can exacerbate income inequality, increase financial instability, and erode public trust in both government and the financial system. Finding the right balance is crucial. Governments must be able to tap into the expertise of bankers without becoming beholden to them. They need to ensure that policies serve the broader public interest, not just the interests of the financial elite. Section 5. Finding the right path. Bankers and governments in the future. The relationship between bankers and governments will continue to evolve in the years to come. As technology reshapes the financial landscape, new challenges and opportunities will emerge. Governments will need to be nimble and adaptable, working with all stakeholders, including bankers, to ensure a stable and prosperous future. One key challenge is regulating the rise of fintech, or financial technology. Fintech companies are disrupting traditional banking, offering new and innovative financial products and services. Governments need to create regulations that foster innovation, while also protecting consumers and ensuring financial stability. Another challenge is addressing the growing concerns about climate change. Governments need to work with banks to encourage investment in renewable energy and sustainable development. This will require a shift in mindset, moving away from short-term profits and towards long-term sustainability. The relationship between bankers and governments is complex and multifaceted. Finding the right balance between the needs of the financial sector and the well-being of the wider economy is an ongoing challenge. By working together in a spirit of transparency and accountability, bankers and governments can help create a more stable, equitable, and prosperous future for all.